What's going on, everyone? So Donovan Mitchell is the prize that the Lakers are hoping to acquire this offseason, right? Donovan Mitchell is, based on reports, the Lakers' preferred third star. The Lakers really want to get a third star. Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Donovan Mitchell. Like, these are kind of the names that you keep hearing. Even Darius Garland's kind of been thrown around. Because the Lakers want to get that guy that can kind of raise the Lakers' ceiling now, but also be a building block alongside Anthony Davis post LeBron James. So the hope is, okay, we can go get Donovan Mitchell. You pair Donovan Mitchell, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. At that point, all three guys are healthy. Good luck. You're a legit contender. Those three would be spectacular together. Donovan Mitchell is a big-time playoff performer, so you wouldn't be worried about him disappearing or anything like that, and it positions yourself for the long haul. However, Donovan Mitchell is it's not a guarantee with Donovan Mitchell, right? Something that I keep hitting on and I keep talking about is that, like, if anybody else wants Donovan Mitchell, we most likely won't land Donovan Mitchell. The only way that we're going to truly land Donovan Mitchell is if he pushes for the Lakers. Now, there are reports that he wants the Knicks or he wants the Lakers, right? The Knicks don't make as much sense anymore for Donovan Mitchell, nor do Donovan Mitchell makes as much sense for the Knicks anymore, right? So the idea is like, okay, the Knicks, he wants to go to a big market, Knicks bow out, that opens the door for the Lakers. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that'll be the case. And we got a report that basically says that the Cavs aren't going to trade Donovan Mitchell, that basically the Lakers are out on Donovan Mitchell because of the Cavs. So let me read the report. So Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert reportedly would never trade Donovan Mitchell to the Lakers per Amica Hoops. Gilbert and Kobe Outman would look for a lucrative package of multiple draft picks and one or two young players with star potential in a Mitchell trade. For example, a source told Hoops Wire that the Cavaliers would ask for a Tyler Hero and Jaime Jaquez Jr. from the Heat in a Mitchell trade talks if it gets to that point. So per this report, if that's true, then, right, the Lakers are kind of ruled out for Donovan Mitchell. Now, Dan Gilbert and the Lakers have quite the history. He was one of the people crying about the Chris Paul trade and all that stuff. Like, he's kind of had a history of being one of those people that are like, man, right? Like, so I don't know how much he would be willing to help the Lakers. Obviously, LeBron James, right? The history and kind of back and forth between Dan Gilbert and LeBron James. Would he really want to help LeBron James? Now, here's the thing, right? And this is what is important. Again, and why I keep stressing it in all these like Donovan Mitchell videos. If Donovan Mitchell wants to go to the Lakers, it doesn't matter what the Cavs want. Because, again, even what are the Cavs going to do? The Cavs are just going to let him walk? Just not get anything in return? Right? Because at that point, let's say Donovan Mitchell says, I only want to go to Lakers. The Knicks are out on me. I only want to go to Lakers. That's it. Right? What? Like, Dan Gilbert's going to be like, well, we're not trading you to Lakers, so I guess, you're just going to have to leave in free agency, right? Like, if that happens, then, okay, the Lakers will just figure it out to go get him. LeBron will probably have a one-plus-way opt out. There's ways to make it work, right? Like, it comes down to what does Donovan Mitchell want. But like I've said from the beginning, if a Miami, right, if he's like, hey, here's a list of 5 teams, now I think the likelihood of the Lakers landing Donovan Mitchell is very slim. It's always going to be slim. It's always been slim. It's not that I don't think that the Lakers have the assets for it. It's just, again, you have so many other teams that have more assets, and on top of that, have like that don't have the Dan Gilbert and LeBron James and their relationship, and then the Lakers and Dan Gilbert's history. Like, a team like Miami, they could probably get a Donovan Mitchell trade done, right? So if you're Miami, this is good, right? Because Miami, they've been wanting and been looking to push for a star. Now, to me, it boils down to does Donovan Mitchell want to go to Miami? If he's like, yeah, I'd be open to go to Miami, well then, sorry, Lakers, right? Like, and we're probably going in another direction, which is why I've said, I just believe Trae Young is going to be a Laker. I know people don't like it. I know a lot of people don't want it. But guess what? The Lakers, if we're being honest, the Lakers don't care what I think. They don't care what you think. They don't care what any of us think. If they think Trae Young is the star that makes sense and he is obtainable and acquirable, then they're going to go get him. Right? That's just what the Lakers are doing. And there has been so much smoke about the Trae Young to the Lakers. Right? I mean, you've had Kendrick Perkins and other people literally basically say Trae Young is going to the Lakers. Just like that they've talked to him personally. Right? So it's like, again, like you just have all this smoke. It kind of makes sense that eventually that fire is going to burn. Right? And as you start seeing a Donovan Mitchell go elsewhere, you see this guy go elsewhere. Right? Like now, I would rather, like, if we miss out on Donovan Mitchell, if I'm being honest, I would rather go get a DeJounte Murray and other pieces. Can you go get a Murray, sign a Valanciunas, maybe go trade for an Alex Caruso or something, right? Instead of going and getting that superstar, get like those pieces that make sense for not only now, but for the future, and then trust in the Lakers brand that when LeBron leaves, another star will come, right? I kind of want that, but if the Lakers can get that star now, I believe that they will. Because the Lakers don't want to take the chance of, okay, we miss out on a star right now, LeBron leaves, and now it takes 2-3 years for another star to come to pair up with Anthony Davis, and now we're in this position where we have to trade Anthony Davis or whatever. Right? The Lakers want to stay in contention, be a legit threat now and post LeBron James. Right? So I believe that if the Lakers have the opportunity to get a big name that they believe in, they're going to get that guy. Right? Obviously, we all want Donovan Mitchell over Trae. Right? I know some people don't want that other star, period. But I'm saying, like, if you had to choose, right? If I told you, like, pick one, right? Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young. Who do you want? I think it would be a big landslide that Donovan Mitchell would be most of our picks, right? But Trae Young makes more sense alongside Anthony Davis, right? So that's another thing that I'm sure the Lakers are looking at, right? Like, if we didn't have LeBron, I would be like, go get Trae. Like, Trae makes more sense if it's just him and LeBron. Him and Anthony Davis, right? But when you have him and LeBron, like, LeBron's going to be in this, like, how does that pairing work? That's what I'm most concerned about. Like, Trae Young is an excellent player, right? Like, I see a lot of people that just act like he's some trash bum. Like, he's not. He, like, leads the league in assists every season. He's an excellent playmaker. Like, he's a guy that can score with the best of them, right? Like, he does have his flaws. He's not this, like, super efficient, known guy, but he is a guy that is very talented. And, you know, he's a guy that's led a team to the conference finals, yes, in the Eastern Conference, but Anthony Davis would be the best player he's ever played alongside. Right? Like, I would, if we got Trae, like, I'm going to celebrate it. I'll be happy about it. I'm not going to be like I'll have my reservations. I'm going to have my concerns. Donovan Mitchell's the guy that I'd be like, let's go, right? Like let's go get this. Let's go get number 18, right? Like, but, you know, again, it is very unlikely. And I've tried to, again, stress this in videos where I talk about, right? And I've even responded to comments and in live streams and stuff like that. Like, the only way I see the Lakers getting Donovan Mitchell is if he wants only the Lakers, right? He basically needs to pull in Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was in the same position, right? Where it's like, hey, you could trade for me, but in a year I'm leaving, right? Like, go ahead. Like, if Donovan Mitchell does what Anthony Davis does, then I believe Donovan Mitchell will be a Laker, because Dan Gilbert's not going to want to just let him walk, and then the Lakers get him anyway, right? Because the Lakers will figure it out. Believe me, if they have an opportunity, like if Donovan Mitchell's like, hey, I want to sign with, they'll do whatever configuring. LeBron James will do whatever he has to do. They'll figure it out, right? So if you're Dan Gilbert, you're not going to risk, you know, are you really going to call his bluff? And then you do, and now you look silly when you could have gotten at least something back that maybe, even if you don't really like the Laker pieces, you could use that stuff to maybe go make a trade for something else, right? Or make a move for something else that you like. And do the Cavs really want to trade Donovan Mitchell to the East? Like, that's another point that I think is worth discussing, is like, you know, like, let's say he trades them to Miami. Right? Like, now you're competing against Miami, right? And I understand that, like, they might look at it like with a team like Miami of like, okay, well, Miami's older, so in 2-3 years, they probably fall off, where we are a very young team, right? Darius Garland's still very young, Evan Mobley, right? So, like, if we could get a Jaime Jaquez, get a Tyler Hero, like, these are guys that are, relatively young that we can kind of, like, survive that Miami era. And then now we become, like, and now we can step up as guys are going into it. But, like, again, like, you're going to have to see him 4 times a season and potentially run into him in the playoffs if you make the playoffs. And, like, usually teams want, like, look at Utah. Utah didn't want to trade him to the West. Utah shipped him out to the East, right? And it was the Knicks, and it was the, all the teams that you heard being murmured and mentioned were all Eastern teams, because that's usually what happens, right? When a star becomes available, usually the team doesn't want to trade him within the conference. They want to ship him and send him out to the opposite, right? So you'd think he'd kind of want to, like, here, send him to the West, because the only way you would ever run into Donovan Mitchell is if you made the finals and the Lakers made the finals, right? Which, without Donovan Mitchell, even with Donovan Mitchell, I don't see it. But nonetheless, I mean, look, it's again, it's a stretch. It's one of those things, like I've talked about. You've heard me say it before about other things, right? Like, if it happens, great. We're all going to celebrate. We're all going to be happy. We pop bottles like, yeah, Donovan Mitchell's a Laker, all of that. But more likely than not, it's not. Don't expect it. If it happens, I love it. Sign me up, right? Lakers reportedly have a contract ready to go, or not a contract, a trade offer ready to go. But we'll see how it plays out. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you like the idea of Donovan Mitchell? Do you think, no, stay away from Donovan Mitchell? Are you disappointed about this news? Are you not? Do you believe it? Do you not? How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are, love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.